I don't understand how I can not know a human being yet be so rent-free in their mind. I had no idea who this person was on a personal level. I knew about their YouTube channel and stuff, but I didn't know them. I've never even spoken to them. I've never had any public interactions with them as far as I know.
From what I've heard as well, her entire response to everything is just her going, nope.
It's more like, I'm sorry that happened, but then she gives like 50 other excuses.
Like Tony Blair in Iraq.
Yeah. Has anybody ever seen this woman's face? How do we even know she's a woman? It could easily be Tony Blair with a voice change.
You do see Nikocado Avocado get quite violent in his videos sometimes.
Yeah, Nick versus All-In would be a good fight. They're having fights every single day.
They're scrapping all the time.
Yeah, I mean, one of his last videos was like All-In hit me. Why were they cheering? Why were they acting like there was some big performance going on? It was a man pretending to kick a football whilst he had pants on. But don't worry.
I don't think you get it.
I don't get it. This is the problem.
No,
I don't get it. Me and Aidan have discovered SpongeBob AI, and I think it's genuinely the most addicting thing that I've ever witnessed.
Yeah, I've watched 5 minutes and I don't...
No, we've been watching for longer than 5 minutes. It's been about 30 minutes
Yeah,
since we started.
I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to speak. I don't know how to interact with people.
If you don't know what SpongeBob AI is, it's like it is literally what it says. It's like AI is generating a SpongeBob episode, but it's like so wrong for so many reasons.
Yeah, but it's good because I've always wondered what SpongeBob speaks to when he's not being recorded for episodes, and now we know. It's
incredible because one minute they'll be speaking about something like the secret formula being stolen by plankton, and then the next minute it'll be SpongeBob asking Patrick asking SpongeBob if he knows what cock and bull torture is.
Yeah, I think SpongeBob just asked Patrick to finger his holes, and then Sandy wanted to see it as well.
Oh, it's generally like people. There's like debates about if AI is ethical and stuff, and I think the answers. We've got the answer right now, mate. This is genuinely what AI was made for.
Yeah, this is. Like, I'm going to keep coming back to this.
I just can't fucking get over Patrick asking SpongeBob.
Every so often it glitches out and Patrick...
I don't know why it's just tickling me a bit too much. This is amazing.
The best bit is when it just like crashes a bit and Patrick's just going...
Well, should we watch like 5 seconds? What you're going to see is different to what we want, because this is like an 11-hour stream. This is the thing. This has been this has been streaming like every day for a week, and even when you play it for like 5 seconds, it will just be the most random thing.
What happened?
I got stung on the dick by a jellyfish.
Ooh, that sounds painful.
It is. It hurts so bad. Patrick, please suck out the venom.
I love that I say that and it just gives the most tame thing.
Yeah, it gives like the most basic SpongeBob storyline that's been going on for like all the series.
Yeah.
SpongeBob's not very good at boating. Mrs. Puff clearly not.
He got hit by, but essentially he got hit by a car in one of the episodes. It's pretty fucking, it's pretty fucking good. Aside from that, how's your week been, my good buddy?
Yeah, it's been alright.
Yeah.
Been to a music festival.
How was that?
Yeah, very good, very messy, lots of fun.
You get drunk?
I got very drunk, mate. I got very drunk. And
what was your favourite from the week?
My favourite?
Yeah.
My favourite band?
Yeah, favourite band?
Creeper.
Band
I like called Creeper.
What sort of music do they make?
It's like vampire music.
You are a little gay boy, mate.
Yeah, I'm a little emo
You are,
kid.
but we respect it.
Yeah.
The last episode did really well. I'm not actually sure why, but that's the one problem here.
Yeah, within like a couple of hours, it was over like 10k views.
It was like our most viewed episode in 3 hours in like the last 4 months. But then again, we haven't really been consistent, and this episode came out 3 days ago. So if we get this episode out in the next few days, we're being consistent.
Do you think they missed us?
No.
Do you think they got withdrawals from me?
No, I think it was a very popular topic.
I think
although it was quite weird. I mean, thank you. Firstly, if you're new, please subscribe. But maybe it was because we were speaking about the Illuminaughtii thing.
They wanted my hot takes.
Yeah, we actually know more. Well, you know more today. I know the whole thing at this point. When we recorded that last episode, it was like 2 weeks ago. So what we were saying, and it may have been a bit outdated. I had to trim a few things out to make it seem a bit more streamlined and like up to date. But now you've actually been watching one video, but you know a bit more than before.
Date,
yeah,
because there was a few comments saying I didn't know enough.
Was there actually?
No, I know. Yeah. Oh. And now I know. But it's weird because I remember
that's the beauty of this thing.
The first like 3 episodes, it was all about you telling me about stuff.
Yeah.
And me me going, that's fucking dumb.
Yeah,
But,
I think people want. I think for this sort of situation, people just want to hear the hot takes and nothing else. They want us to like. I saw somebody got really mad at me because I said something like, "Oh yeah, I don't know Blair, but I think in real life she may be an all right person," and they were like, "You can't like." It's just a bit like you can't say something like that. She's an absolutely horrible person. I'm like, okay, I'm sure she is, but like. I don't have enough like hatred in my body right now to say that I think this person's the. I think she's a bellend, like I do, and I think what she's done is bad. But I don't know her well enough to say personally. I think on a one-to-one level, she's a terrible person. She probably is.
Yeah.
Like on a business end, she seems terrible.
You just don't know, do you?
My opinion on her is
know,
terrible,
mate.
but I'm saying I don't have a personal connection with this person.
What I do know is we got a bit het up about how we were pronouncing her name. And all of the comments were just saying, both of the words you're saying are the same.
Illuminaughtii.
But I think it's because of our little inbred Suffolk fucking rhetoric.
But the Illuminati, you pronounce Illuminati, right?
Yeah.
But
it doesn't matter, apparently.
Yeah, no, I don't think it does. And I think
the more we talk about it, the more we're annoying them.
But we are going to speak about it more today because a lot has been developing, a lot of things coming out, people being cease and desisted and stuff like that.
So I'm just going to call her the Purple Naught.
Just call her Blair, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking... I'm sorry, I'm not
Max, that reminds me of Tony Blair.
Yeah,
that guy's a dick.
When I think of Blair, it does remind me of a lot of people for some reason. Like, it reminds me of Tony Blair, and I start to think about Iraq, and then I start to think about friends I've got called Blair. So we're just.
Then you start thinking of the Blair Witch Project.
That's a great movie. what other Blairs do we know?
Blair. When you turn your music up too loud and your parents go, can you stop blaring your music? And you go, I'm just trying to watch the latest Turkey Tom video on iilluminaughtii.
Your mum says, get fucking life, Aidan, you're 26. No, we are going to speak about it more today because a lot more has happened. And to be honest with you, it looks like even more is going to happen. I've been debating on making another video about it, but I think I'm going to hold tight. And then again, I might just wake up tomorrow morning and be like, let's make a video about it.
You're holding tight for now. You might wake up tomorrow and just empty your bowels everywhere.
Yeah, just fucking poo out a massive video. No, but I think the reason that I'm going to wait is because I've received the inside knowledge that more people are making videos about her. She's also dropping a video. And I've also been like, I can't say that this is a guaranteed thing, and I can't say who told me this. I don't even know if I should be saying this, but like, I was told that she would pull up my. I probably shouldn't say this, but
she was gonna.
She was pulling up my sub count apparently to people in private and being like, "Oh, I'm so close to overtaking him." Now I don't know if this is true, but this is just what somebody has said to me.
How does that make you feel?
I don't understand how I can not know a human being yet be so rent-free in their mind. Like, I had no idea who this person was on a personal level. I knew about their YouTube channel and stuff, but I didn't know them. I've never even spoken to them. I've never had any public interactions with them as far as I know.
Yeah, I heard from another source that they pulled up my Twitter and went, I've overtaken his follower account.
Yeah, how many followers are you on now?
200 and something,
Mate, you're killing it. You're doing well.
Killing the game.
Yeah, but no, to be fair, I mean, I've got no reason to believe it isn't true because why would the person lie to me about that? Like, I'm not going to say who it was because I don't want to leak their names and stuff like that.
I don't want to end up on the fappening.
Yeah, the fappening. What the fuck is that?
You said leak, and I was thinking, do you remember when all them celebrities' nudes got leaked?
Oh, in like 2013.
Yeah, it was called the fappening.
Yeah, what a weird time that was. Were you in that?
It's such a weird name for.
I think if you say fap, yeah, you're probably a fucking degenerate. Like, can you imagine like messaging somebody and you're like, oh, I'm fapping so hard right now.
Yeah. Oh, your boobies make me fap so much.
I can't stop. I got chronic fapping.
Chronic fap, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I heard that and I spoke to a few people and I'm kind of going to hold off making a video based on, I just want to wait for everybody to get their opinions out there, their thoughts out there and whatever other leaks are going to come out because she's going to respond and I don't even know what she's going to say at this point because based on everything, right, this entire situation, I don't think there's been like much of a grand expose. It's not like somebody's been outed for something. Well, people, I guess you could say that she's been outed for financial abuse to it, but in terms of like, you know, usual major outings, it's more of just guilty of being a bellend.
Yeah, from what I've heard as well, her entire response to everything is just her going, Nope.
It's more like, I'm sorry that happened, but then she gives like 50 of her excuses sort of thing. Like her response originally was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry for this thing, but here's why I did this thing. Like not even in a case of trying to give make you have like an understanding. It was more her justifying everything.
Like Tony Blair in Iraq.
Yeah, maybe they are just the same fucking. Like, has anybody ever seen this woman's face? How do we even know she's a woman? It could easily be Tony Blair with a voice changer.
You big purple naught.
Like, can you imagine if Tony Blair was running a commentary channel? What would he speak about on this?
I don't know, probably the return of Leafy.
Yeah, to be fair, I reckon if anybody is going to be Tony Blair, it would be Turkey Tom.
Do you know what?
Turkey Tony.
Turkey Twizzlers.
Turkey Tony.
Turkey Tony. Yeah,
it sounds like some like Italian New York boss or something.
Yeah.
So what were you saying?
Oh, no, you've completely thrown off any thought I had in my head.
I'm sorry.
Mate.
Should I pull up her tweets? Which I was going to get
pull up
out?
the tweets.
Pull that shit up, Jamie. I've been watching Joe Rogan recently. I feel like it's my red flag.
Have you?
I've been watching Joe Rogan speak about aliens. That I feel, and it's.
Is it interesting? Did you watch the Tom DeLonge one?
Oh, that episode, mate. He's such a weirdo. He makes some great music, but he's such an odd.
I love Tom DeLonge.
I love him, but he is such a weird cunt. Do you believe any of the stuff he says?
Well, no, but also because it's Tom DeLonge, I feel like I want to believe it.
That man,
I respect him so much.
He's like contributed so much to our childhoods. I feel like I need to believe him on the things that he says. Why would he go on to Joe Rogan and say that?
Quite an embarrassing fact about Tom DeLonge is when I was a kid, my Club Penguin username was Tom DeLonge 97.
Yeah, you are a fucking loser, aren't you?
Why?
To be fair,
that band means so much to me, mate.
My username on RuneScape used to be like or some shit.
My first ever password was for a RuneScape account, and the password was Orange Poo.
Nice one. I remember I created. Do you know the game Tibia? It's like an older MMO.
Yeah.
I had an account on that, and my name on there was Poohead. And I got banned because of the name. Funny enough, I was like, "Well, why did you let me have the name?" And I got banned. And I remember having like a mental breakdown at like 9 years old about it.
What? Because Poohead got banned?
Yeah, and then I changed my name to Ginger Nut.
Really?
Yeah.
Just keep insulting yourself.
Mate, from a young age, I was a fucking
depressed little ginger shithead.
Yeah. What is her username on Twitter? How do you spell it? Illuminaughtii. Okay, we've got it. Okay, so she came on the 28th. I should probably screenshot these in case she deletes them. She goes, "Hey everyone. I'm fully aware of the recent false allegations that have surfaced, and I want to take a moment to publicly state that I am taking these allegations seriously, and I'm committed to rectifying the situation promptly and appropriately. I'm just confused to what this actually means, because there wasn't really any allegation. It was more just like, these people came out of their experiences, and then she came out of her response. And at that point, it's like, whenever there's a situation, and it turns into 5 other responses, there's never going to be an actual conclusive opinion, because if there wasn't a conclusive opinion from the original response, how can there be one in the second response? Because surely you would have just said that in the first one in the first place.
Exactly. It just gets to the point where we're like, why are we still talking about this?
Yeah. I guess, to be fair, most people, I think we said last week, if she just continues making videos and just moves on with the situation, she'd be fine. But I think if she responds now, she is fucked. Like, there's no way she can come back from this. Like, it's game over, because
I don't know. I think if she just continually shits the bed at some point, people are just going to get bored and just let her be.
No, but I think they're going to get bored and then they're no longer going to watch her. That's the issue. Yeah, man. She's just 160,000 subs. That's fucking mental.
That is a lot, actually. If I lost all of them subs, I would still have 0 subs.
Yeah, you would. You'd have minus 162,000. No, 160. I can't speak. Minus 160,200.
It's not possible.
Why not?
You can't get minus subs.
Well, we can ask for it. We can put in a special request. Maybe we'll get it.
Get on with your point.
Sorry. All right. No, what I was saying is, I just think that given that there's been already responses, there's not really anything else she can say to convince people. Maybe for some weird fucking stupid reason she left out like a big slam dunk. But why? Why would you leave out the slam dunk?
She's not given any evidence, is
she?
It's
like... This is a really bad analogy. It's not even funny. It's like a boxer, say you've got Anthony Joshua and he's fighting Tyson Fury, and then Tyson Fury knocks Anthony Joshua out, and then Anthony Joshua comes out at the end of the fight saying, "Oh yeah, I was going to knock him out, but I thought I'd leave it for the next fight." It just makes no sense.
No. I feel like that is what boxers actually do, though, isn't it?
Exactly. That's because it's bullshit. It's bollocks.
Yeah.
Like, I think that she'll probably come out with something which is maybe win over a few people, maybe a few. Like how these things always go is like some DMs were a little bit skewed. Some things were left out.
Well, from what it seems like there's a load of evidence about her being like messing up.
Just a bellend.
Yeah, just
What I said in my video, this could have all been resolved behind the scenes, or just like, oh yeah, sorry about that, mate.
So like people have thrown
sorry.
all this evidence at her, and she's just gone, no, I haven't.
yeah, pretty much.
Imagine that in a court of law. Nope.
Yeah, but it's exactly that. Like, she's literally not tried to debunk anything with. I mean, she came out with a few screenshots, but then other people came out with like millions of screenshots. Like, she made this thing up about I can't remember his name. I think it was the Click, of where he had that situation with his Discord, and she made it out like he had no idea that it was happening, but it turned out his mods got rid of the people whilst he was asleep because of time zones and stuff, and then he spoke about it in the morning to them. But even then, right, even if the Click knew about it, or it was happening whilst he was awake, right, the person got removed from the Discord. So realistically, what's the problem? It wasn't like this person was allowed to thrive in their Discord and stay in there for months. Person got removed, end of story. I honestly don't even know why it was mentioned in the first place, because whenever people bring up these stories to defend themselves in these situations, you always have to ask the question, well, why did you not bring it up in the first place before any of this? If you were this concerned that this person was a bad person, you run a YouTube channel where you speak about people being bad people, surely this person would have been somebody that you would have spoken about, especially considering you've worked with them, and you wouldn't want them to work with other people if they are that much of a bad person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I feel, if you do it the first opportunity.
Like, if I was a terrorist, you'd want to tell people, right?
I don't know.
Well, wait, would you not?
Well,
mate, if I'm going around blowing things up, I think I'd give you permission to tell people.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd need to tell people. I think
But what if I'm doing it on the down low? Like, I'm not the Winter Soldier. I'm just going around doing this subtly.
I don't know. I like to. I'm a good friend.
mate, you could be a good friend, but surely when it comes to like blowing up buildings and stuff like that, there's a point.
I don't know. My loyalty to my mates goes quite far.
What's the worst thing I've got to do to make you just be like, oh yeah, that guy's a bit of a prick?
Finger your knot on stream. Probably.
I'd argue fucking fingering myself on the stream is worse than blowing up a building. Although I guess it kind of depends on what the building is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's more embarrassing.
Wait. So the only reason you're disavowing me as a friend is because you don't want to be friends with the guy that fingered himself on stream.
Oh no, you can finger yourself on stream if you want. I don't think that's inherently bad, but say like
if it's on Twitch, that is a bit.
Say
bad.
like you did it, without any warning.
What? So I just bust my thing. Oh, geez.
So you just
I don't want to put this image into these people's minds. You can't carry on.
Yeah. So imagine you're like, "Hi guys, I'm playing a bit of Rocket League with my mate Seamus." And then you both go on the cam and just start
fucking flicking one out.
Yeah, flicking your poo bean everywhere.
This is the thing. This is worse than terrorism.
Yeah. At that point, I'd go, "Hey, Ewan, have a look at this."
The final revenge. That's fair enough, mate.
But no, yeah. I don't know how much of that will stay in the pod, but
no, that will all stay. That will all stay
okay.
in the pod. People need to know you're a good friend.
I would. I don't know. I feel like I'm not going to go out of my way to give my mates a bad name.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Whenever I get radicalized into some militia, I will let them know that I will at least have one friend remaining. But where were we? About Blair being a bad friend and stuff.
That sounded like a SpongeBob AI conversation.
I feel like throughout this conversation we have just jumped into things without even meaning to. Like Tony Blair and the Iraq War have come up here. Flicking the bean on the stream has come up. Should we move into the second tweet that she wrote? Because there was about 8 tweets.
Yeah,
we've only gotten to one of them. Okay, she then goes, I've lost it. Sorry, hold on.
Okay. Keep trying to do the Halo 3 music.
Oh, no, that wasn't it, was it?
Like,
Are we going to get copyrighted for that? Oh, well. Actually, you can't get copyrighted for a video game sound, can you?
Of course you can.
And then it goes do 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 do, and then it's like, and then the guitar comes in and stuff.
We were doing the Mario theme for like.
All right, let's get into the second tweet. That's going to stay in as well. I understand the concerns and potential impact that these false allegations have caused. My team are actively working behind the scenes to gather all the relevant facts. I'm committed to transparency and accountability throughout this process. I just don't get this, because why would you have not just done that in the 40-minute video?
She's not being very transparent, though. She's hiding behind a massive smoke screen. Because she's like, yeah, I inherently deny all of this.
Yeah, but it's like...
and then she's just nothing. There's nothing else.
But again, to be fair, if she's gathering facts for her video, in the first time, I can
it's
get
not an episode of Blue's Clues, mate.
Yeah, fucking just get
I don't know what I mean by that.
No, I get what you mean by that, mate, because, she's just... We're not doing a big old investigation. Just get the facts out, innit? Just post something. But to be fair, if she dropped like a little screenshot, just one screenshot, one little thing to grab the attention to prove, oh, there is something here, maybe...
Why do you need to gather facts? Because she is the person.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, surely there is... Well, I get gathering the facts, but why does it take so long? Excuse me. Why does it take so long? Because this has been going on for... I swear this has been going on for like a month now. Like, it can't take this long to get some screenshots and some DMs and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, mate, when we started talking about this, Obama was president.
No, he wasn't, mate. He hasn't been president for fucking... Oh, God, like 7 years.
That's what it feels like.
Oh, gee, that's a long time.
That's what it feels like. Hopefully this will be done by Christmas, Blair.
I miss Obama.
Hopefully you'll have your facts by Christmas.
Do you miss Obama?
No.
Oh, I actually do. I think...
He's not dead, is he?
Yeah, but I miss him as president.
Why?
Because...
You live in London.
No, I don't miss him as president. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, no, you're not wrong about the Blair thing. Then we move on to the next thing, where she goes, "Rest assured, I am taking decisive action." Can you imagine if there was like some people out there that just can't fucking get to sleep because of this? They're like waking up in sweats and stuff. I'm taking decisive action to address the situation. I'll provide updates and communicate any necessary actions as soon as possible. Thank you to those who are standing by. Nobody is. I don't think I've seen anybody stand by.
Have you seen anyone defend her?
No, not a single. Well, actually, one person.
I've seen more people defend Philip Schofield.
Yeah, and he's like a dodgy bloke, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he vapes.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
What a ledge.
Yeah. I will not allow these false allegations to be... She's using that phrase quite a lot, false allegation. And I think she's saying that because it is quite like an emotional, responsive like phrase to use, isn't it? To be, oh, I've got false allegations against me. But
I don't think the allegations are that bad, are they?
They're bad.
I feel like when stuff like this comes out, people, like especially online, they try and paint them in a much worse light than they need to be.
Now there is some bad ones, to be fair. Like the one with Wonderstruck was bad. I don't know. I don't.
Obviously,
no. There's one thing you don't know. She posted his suicide note in her video.
What, Blair did?
Yeah, as a way to prove that he was like a bad employee.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry for not mentioning that.
To be fair, that is quite bad.
yeah. She posted like all of his like, and she basically let everybody know about his like depression story and all the things that he was dealing with and stuff like that, as a way to get back at him for saying that she was a bad friend or a bad boss.
That's nasty.
Yeah, and
that's fact.
That's the one.
That's actually happened.
Yeah, that actually happened. Well, it was. I think it was something like that. She definitely did to do with his.
It was something like that.
I can pull it up if you really want me to, or do you need me to do that?
I don't want to look at that, mate.
Yeah. Even in my video, I blurred it when I was going through her video, but because I'm morally.
You should have said.
I'm not.
You blared it.
Fucking get out of my flat right now. Yeah, so she did that, and then she also in the night, so she got him a car, she rented him a car, work car and stuff like that. Nice thing to do. But then in the middle, was
this after it happened?
Nah, this is before. This is when he was working for her, and he also lived with her because he lived with her because she was going to build a house and he was going to become her tenant. So she was also a landlord. But whatever people's opinions on that is, but she was going to be his landlord. But in the meantime, she lived in her house with another YouTuber, and he left the house because of how bad it was there, and he ended up living in that car. And then apparently during the night, she basically came and took the car off him, repossessed it, as he no longer worked for her, which usually is fine, but there was no communication there really. And apparently she took all of his belongings was in the car because he was living in it at the time, and he never got any of the things back, and she put it all into a bin.
Horrible.
Yeah, I understand you probably don't know, and maybe that's why people were getting mad at us for not knowing the facts.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, even at that point last week, I didn't actually know that. Because even back then, I was like, it's bad, but it's not that bad. But this is the thing.
I just thought it was a little plagiarism thingy, and like everyone in the comments was.
Yeah, but surely you know it's gone past that though. You watched the video. I heard you watching a video about it.
Yeah, but I didn't know how extreme it was.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad.
But then I hear this Fraser.
Yeah,
and I just think, God, what a nasty piece of work you are. What a nasty piece of work.
Should we see if there's any more of the tweets?
Imagine if like you did that to me. I'd be devastated.
I think people would celebrate at that point. She goes, thank you for those standing by me. She goes, appreciate your patience and understanding during this challenging time. I am dedicated to upholding my channel's values and delivering on our commitments. I've got a time limit. I am confident that the truth will prevail. Sincerely, Blair Zon.
Is that a name?
Apparently so.
Blair Zon.
Yeah,
Nice.
a pretty cool name actually.
Yeah.
Oh God, stop messaging me. Yeah, no, that was her thread, and apparently she's also sent cease and desists to the people that spoke up against her, including the person with the note. And this is the thing I don't get, right? How can you make a video theoretically, yeah, even if she comes out and disproves tons of stuff, still doesn't justify her making a video exposing or attempting to expose all of these people and then sending those said people cease and desists, because you're saying your piece but you're then not allowing other people to say their piece. That's a sign of a guilty conscience, isn't it, really?
Yeah. So a cease and desist isn't actually legally binding.
No, it's not. I've received plenty of cease and desists.
It's basically just saying, please shut up.
It's a threat. It's a threat.
It's saying, if you say anything,
it's honestly more of an indicator that you actually have no case, because if you did have a case, you would just sue them. You would just take them to court.
It's a bit like going all in on poker.
Yes, yeah, it very much is, and YouTubers, and I can understand this. A lot of people get scared by it, and I'm one myself. Anyone gets scared of a cease and desist because it is a very threatening thing to receive.
Yeah,
I mean,
because that's when it stops being an internet thing and becomes like a real life.
But it
thing.
also becomes an issue of like at this point now it becomes like a debate of free speech and stuff like that. Because theoretically, even if somebody is wrong in this situation, in my opinion, they still have the right to defend themselves.
For a controversy such this drama or whatever,
anyone should be able to say what they want.
For there to be like a conclusion to, as you were saying earlier, both sides need to be able to have a rational sort of argument, and they should be able to get both of their points across. If one side is just going, this is why I think I'm right, by the way, you can't say why you think you're right.
Yeah.
I think even if you are in the right, you're going to come out looking worse than the other person.
But it makes it even better because she is a fucking commentary channel. Her whole thing is giving an opinion on subjects on the internet. It's like, and she, again, for me, this is like she shot herself in the foot again, because she could come out of a million different things proving this wrong, and that wrong. But it's like now you're guilty of something like even nothing to do with this whole situation now, because by weaponizing cease and desists and like limiting people's freedom of speech and stuff like that, even if they're in the wrong, you've now made yourself look like an even bigger dickhead, because it sets a precedent of people thinking that that other people will go out and do the same thing of like, oh, I'm in a bad situation, I'm going to silence all of the people out there that say these things about me. And to be fair, this happens outside of in like mainstream media. This is something that happens. People get threats all the time to stop them from speaking to like the press and stuff. But the best thing about YouTube is that anybody can speak. And the thing is, when this platform was like being built up from the ground up, it was a place where there wasn't all of these legalities. People didn't have tons of money, and it stopped these things from happening where people were being silenced. But now we're at a point of where now even YouTubers are silencing people.
Yeah, like because this stuff happens all the time in like mainstream media, doesn't it?
Yeah, all the time. Look, I mean, there's that thing about Philip Schofield. I don't exactly know if this is 100% true, but people have been saying there's like a media injunction against people to stop people from speaking about it. Apparently there's teams dedicated. If you don't know what this is, Philip Schofield was recently exposed for a lot of bad stuff, and apparently they have been like censoring people out there from speaking about this for years.
Yeah, so like that is normal for that to happen in that media, but you feel like
it's not right, but it is definitely normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
Normal in their terms.
You feel like the thing with YouTube and the internet, which is so great, is it sort of breaks down a lot of them walls.
Yeah, 100%.
And it allows for a lot more open discourse.
Yeah,
and that is what are you looking at?
I was looking at them.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, and it allows for a lot more open discourse, and it allows for there to be a proper, reasoned sort of argument where both you can hear all parties being open and honest with each other.
Yeah, because again, as I keep saying in this story, I still think that, I think everybody thinks it at the moment, that like the people from the Sad Milk team are pretty much all in the right, and I struggle to see what the fuck she's going to say to prove herself right. But even if she does prove herself right, again, there is still going to be that issue now of you have weaponized a thing which should not be weaponized by anybody, of limiting and suppressing free speech in order to defend themselves. But to me, if you're in a situation like this of a he said, she said sort of thing, you are, and you start to censor people, that is a sign of a guilty conscience. Because why do you need to silence somebody from speaking? Why if you're guilt free, why do you need to stop them?
That's just saying I can prove wrong whatever they say, but you're not giving them the opportunity to do that.
Yeah,
so obviously it points that there's stuff that they know that she doesn't want coming out.
Exactly, and in this case, and if we're going to use Blair's own logic and argument here, should Shirley Blair also shouldn't have like the rights and freedom to like defend herself? Because if she's going to stop other people from doing it, why should she be able to do it? Obviously, I think Blair should come out. If she wants to make a million different videos about the situation, she's completely entitled to.
Yeah.
I mean, I always say whenever there's a situation where somebody gets exposed to something bad, the best thing they can do is to come out and debunk the situation in a video.
Completely shit the bed from what I've seen.
Yeah, pretty much. Again, and it's just, I think we said it in this last episode. I've said it in my video. It's just self-implosion. There is no need for fucking any of this.
Yeah.
But it's now going into an even. But this started off as such a small thing, but now it's becoming something bigger and bigger and bigger. It goes from small stupid issue to something about people being treated badly to then her responding and making it something even bigger. People now think she's an abuser or like a financial.
Yeah, so it's like escalated.
Yeah, and now it's become like a topic of free speech and like the horrible precedents being set on the internet.
Which most arguments on the internet do, to be honest, don't they?
To be fair, they do, yeah. And I think YouTube, the best thing about it is, for the most part, you can say what you want to say. You know what I mean? Like, if me and you had this podcast and it was on like the BBC or something like that, it would be shut down within a day based on some of the things that we speak about and jokes we make on here. And we don't even make any really edgy jokes, to be fair. And if we do, usually they just get fucking cut.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
I was going to say, like, imagine, like, the SpongeBob AI business. That's not going to make it onto daytime TV,
mate,
should it?
It's the most addicting thing I think I've seen in a while. We were sat here for a while, and I probably could have happily sat there for a whole hour watching it because it's genuinely fucking funny.
Yeah, because it's like, what are they going to say next?
Yeah, because it's AI and there's no filters on it. It pretty much can just say anything.
Yeah,
and it's gotten to the point of where they're becoming sentient, and that is what needs to be on the mainstream media.
Yeah, and it's not that scary because it's just like.
It's just fucking SpongeBob.
I mean, look, they're having a little smooch there.
They are, aren't they? Is there any other tweets that... no, there isn't. But it was... After that, it was just more people basically just clowning on her. More people have come out of videos since. I've spoken to the people in the situation, as I said before, and it seems that they're all going to come out and pretty much expose Blair even further. Big documents getting released and stuff. Man, I'm on the inside. I know.
Oh, yeah.
I had like
sources.
I had one conversation. And they are, honestly, from the people I've spoken to who are involved in the situation... I'm not going to name names, but I can say from my past experience, they seem absolutely lovely. So,
oh, well, that's good.
Yeah,
I'm glad you've come out of this.
I've made some new friends. I've made some friends. I haven't. It was like 2 a.m. I was playing Diablo. Good game, by the way.
Yeah,
yeah.
Not for me.
I was playing World of Warcraft as well before that.
Oh, that's good.
Also, both Blizzard games. Not a good company to be referencing in its conversation about allegations, but
I feel like most companies don't really. Video game companies, they're not coming out well at the moment, are they? So,
why don't we make our own game company?
That would be terrible.
Spunk Games is what we're going to be called.
What?
Spunk Games.
What games are we going to make, mate?
Spunk.
What's the premise?
It's about a dog called Spunk.
What does Spunk the dog do?
He spunks around.
He spunks about.
Yeah, he's not spunking. He's just spunking around. As in, like,
about.
It's just another word for running around.
Yeah, just fooling around.
Yeah, and you've got like some old lady just being like, do an old lady voice and say, "Come here, Spunk."
Come here, Spunk.
Yeah,
I sounded like Carl Weezer.
Yeah, it did. What the fuck are we on? Illuminaughtii. I don't know if there's anything else I need to touch on here. If there's anything else I'm missing. If you got anything to say about the situation, what is your general gist and opinion about this, mate? Now you know a bit more context.
Now I know a bit more. I think... Well, it sounds like Blair's got a lot to answer for. Hopefully there's some conclusion so we don't have to speak about it again next episode.
I feel like a really good idea what we need nowadays. It's like a YouTube court where you get like you get jury duty for YouTubers, and in the courtroom it's just a bunch of randomly picked YouTubers. And I guess you got to say they've got to have a certain threshold of subscribers to be above because they've got to be somewhat known. So we'll say there's a 100k sub mark. There is a bit of what's the word? Elitism.
That's me out of the equation, mate.
I
That's
can bring
the
you.
Buddies podcast crew.
I
Out
can
of the
bring
occasion.
you. I can bring you as my associate.
I
But
don't want to be your associate.
I can bring you
I'm
as
my own man.
well, okay, you get the fuck out of the courtroom then.
Yeah,
mate.
you're not in the court.
Um,
Oh god, I can't be on the KSI trial of. I don't know.
Never said KSI was going to be there as a random picnic. It's like a little lottery. It's like Hunger Games, but for courtrooms. But it's just more jury duty at the end of the day. So it's jury duty for YouTubers, 100k plus. If you don't have 100k, get the fuck out.
The judges always KSI.
Okay, KSI and Comedy Shorts Gamer and Keemstar.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking the free profits from Halo. You've got Truth, Regret, and if you never played Halo.
I used to play Halo 3 online, but that's as far as it goes.
Okay, well, you've got the free judges, and then you get randomly picked YouTubers. 100k, it can be any of them, and they can be from any part of the world. So you're going to get a bunch of mix of people from different cultures.
Where is the court held then?
It's held in fucking Luton.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, it's not that convenient, mate.
It's held at Kenilworth Road.
It can be held at two places. It can be held in Luton.
The Luton away end.
The Luton away end. And where's this? Where you can pick the next place? Bikini Bottom.
Nah, not Bikini Bottom. Let me think. I've just got thoughts reeling in my head.
I can
Let me
see,
think
mate.
something.
When you think there, it's very obvious.
Dean's High School.
Nobody knows what the fuck Dean's High School is. It's the shittest high school in existence.
I play five-a-side football there every week, mate.
I've played five-a-side football there before that once. It was a good time with Noah Bly. He's got a kid now.
Has he? Yeah, he has.
Big up, Noah.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, he survived. He survived the flood. Yeah, so you've got the court, and you've got all these YouTubers in there, randomly picked, and they just pretty much. It's just how another courtroom goes, but instead
But
they're going
if
over
they're from
YouTube
all
drama.
Over, like the world.
Yeah.
How annoying is that for someone? In,
You got translators in there, mate.
mate. How hard it like the
ChatGPT doing its
hardest
thing.
geezers running across Africa right now.
Yeah.
He randomly gets called up to court.
He can get the fuck to court. He's got to get to Luton.
He's got to
He's got to
zoom
run
over to Dean's High School.
He has to run to Dean's High School and stuff. Runs to Dean's or Luton, way end and specifics, and they decide as a jury what the what the case is. Is it real? Is it fake? Is somebody guilty? Are they innocent? And I think it would do a lot of justice in these situations.
I feel like a YouTube court, it would just end with everyone suing everyone.
Yeah, but I think it would be more productive than what we're doing now.
Well, anything would be more productive than what we're doing now.
To be fair, I guess you could say that like commentary videos are in some form of way YouTube court because the commenters are like the jury, and then you've got the judge who's the YouTuber.
It is a bit like anarchy, isn't it?
It's fucked up.
Because like everyone's just
Everyone's at war. Everyone wants to kill each other.
It's a dog eat dog world. This commentary,
yeah.
stuff.
This is. And I said when I was speaking to some people the other day, I was like, this. I try to not interact with the community because like everyone tries to murder each other. It's fucking mental.
Yeah, it's insane.
Every time I see some form of involvement, people are just trying to eat each other pretty much. It's crazy. Not like that. Like career wise, they're trying to eat each other. And it's just vicious. And I can get it. Like I'm not criticizing people for coming after Blair, but I swear every single year there's another person. Like last year it was Def Noodles. The year before that it was this guy called John Swan, who I actually know John Swan, but not personally really. I've spoken to him a few times. But there's another person every single year.
The year before that it was Rolf Harris.
I think
he's dead.
I think it was I'm Alex the year before that.
He's dead.
Wait, Rolf Harris.
Yeah,
he is dead in the mud. But yeah, so in this court case, you just get everybody together and they decide who the fuck is guilty and who isn't guilty. And if they can't come to a conclusion, then we just have a one-on-one death match.
Then you do a witch trial.
Yeah, they just fucking stick somebody to a plank of wood.
Put him in a sumo and
put fucking IMAX to stick of wood.
and chuck him in the sea.
No, chuck him into Mount Doom with Gollum. He goes back with his brother.
So is that the end of the Purple Nought?
Yeah, I'll just
drama?
come to some form of conclusion. I just think this is stupid, and I think that. Well, I think her actions are stupid, and I think she honestly her best bet is just being like, you know what, fellas, let's call it a day, move on.
Do you want some new drama to focus on going forwards?
Give me some new drama.
If like in the next week some new drama came out, would you be like, oh, thank God, because I don't have to talk about Purple Nought?
Honestly, no. I'm quite enjoying this saga, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I might make. I genuinely might make another video on it tomorrow because I've clearly got a lot of thoughts and opinions to give. But yeah, I think people will eventually move on. But the thing is these situations are really they're only decided when something else actually happens because people then just decide to move on when the next big fish gets caught or something like that. You know, something big happens and it sways the attention. But It's obviously, for the next few weeks, it's probably going to continue, people dropping their videos and stuff like that. I don't really know where it's going to end. I more than likely guess it's just going to look worse on Blair. Maybe for some fucking bizarre reason she's been keeping some hidden information. Don't know why.
Oh god, it would be amazing if next week we both sat down. Well, not next week.
We would look like a right pair of dickheads.
And we can go, oh my god, she has just come out with the best truth bomb of all time, and like it just paints her in a great light. Because that would be a huge plot twist, and I'm all for it.
I am actually, yeah, I am all. If there is some, if she's holding some evidence and it changes the whole situation, I'm here for it, just for how fucking fun that would be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd be good.
Imagine if it turned out everyone was lying. It was like a group collect, mate. It was like the fucking Illuminati. They were all grouping up behind the scenes.
What if we get her on the pod?
No. No. I mean, if she wants to come on, she lives in fucking Colorado or something.
Does she?
Yeah, she lives in the mountains, man. She's not coming on.
Well, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
And on that note, let's move on. You got anything to say today, mate?
Yeah, there was actually a couple things I wanted to do. I wanted to ask you Firstly, I wanted to ask you a philosophical question. And then yeah, that's the one. And then also I wanted to show you a video.
Go with the question first.
Question first. When I was bored at work, like I am most of the week, the cogs start turning in my head.
Yeah.
I thought while I was eating, I think like a sandwich or something, humans go for years and years just being powered by like food. And I found that incredible. And then I thought like electrical equipment and stuff always requires batteries, and anything electrical always requires electricity.
Yes.
But I think it would be great for the environment and the world if we managed to find a way to build artificial organs for like computers and laptops and stuff, and we can just feed them like potatoes and fruit and veg, and then they just run that way.
Aidan, do you know how much agriculture affects the environment? That would be fucking devastating for humanity if computers had to run on potatoes.
Think about the amount of food that goes to waste.
Think about the amount of fucking potato. What, you're just gonna fucking lob compost into your computer? Your whole flat would stink as shit.
Behind like Asda and Tesco, there's like skips just filled of
Do
like
you
food
think
waste.
there is enough spare food to power every computer on the
Mate,
planet?
Just think if all of that food waste, you could go, oh sweet, that'll charge my Switch.
You're just dumping actual shit into your switch's battery.
Yeah, what if it
mum, the controller's battery's died. She just goes, don't worry. She just fucking goes into the bin, pulls out some rubbish and just shoves it in.
Yeah, or like, here's a pack of Pom Bears.
I feel like you've discovered recycling. This is what you've done here, my friend.
Yeah, I have.
This is already a thing, kind of.
All right. If there's a thing, power that camera using, I don't know, egg.
That's not how it fucking works. You recycle it and it gets made into something else.
Mate, if we can live for like, humans can live for like 100 years just by eating fruit and veg all day and, I don't know, the occasional pizza or whatever.
But when we're animals. Like we don't run on electricity. Well,
but if we can do this without needing batteries, surely... Like
no, because
the TV
this isn't a fucking sentient thing.
No, but
this is hardware.
If we gave it a kidney and a liver and a heart, and also imagine if like you're on your laptop and it just starts shitting.
You're making a cyborg. Then.
Yeah,
you're making General Grievous.
Mate, imagine if your laptop actually shits itself.
Yeah, it's like you've been fucking working on this essay for like 10 hours. Yeah. It's like, I can't hold it anymore.
Yeah, it just pisses all over you.
Fucking like yellow piss just dripping down your PC and it short circuits.
Well, I want someone to tell me why that isn't possible.
Because they don't have a brain. They're not real things. They have no DNA. It's just computer.
But
thing.
I feel like we should be able to program them so they can run off that.
That isn't how it works. You can't just like. It's not like fucking Lego. You can't just like put like if I had right. So there's like human body parts on this table. There's a heart. There's like lungs, and I can't just put it all together and just be like, I've now invented a human being.
No,
it all forms and comes from something.
No, but you maybe could put them all together and be like, right,
Yeah, but what you are
his second-hand Toyota Corolla.
But what you are saying here is science fiction, and this isn't an Aidan flat invention. This is a cyborg, half human, half machine, General Grievous, the Cybermen. Like these things are already. But do you know why they don't fucking work? Because that's not how the human body works. You can't just shove a brain into a suit and it starts working. You're not a Dalek.
So you're saying it could happen in a few years?
Fuck off, all right? Yeah, I am, to be fair.
Okay.
Isn't this is this something what Elon Musk wants?
So yeah, that went around my head for like 10 seconds, and
then you
I
realise
stopped thinking about it.
Yeah, and you realise you're fucking
But I
idiot.
also thought, what a great talking point for the pod.
It's not, though.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, you look really sad.
What we just talked about was way more enjoyable than the last half hour.
Yeah, it was, to be fair. No, it's just a silly idea, mate. Why did you think of that? Was there anything, were you watching something in particular, or were you just at work?
That was just one of my hundreds of thoughts during the day that I have at work.
You got any other thoughts that have gone through your head this week?
No, but there was something I wanted to show you.
Yeah?
Can I have your laptop?
Trying not to look at all my porn. Don't worry, that's not on there.
Yeah, just pictures of Spunky the dog.
Fucking leave Spunky out of this. Yeah. He's a fucking trooper, working class citizen.
So what I wanted to show you is, because last week, like my brother who lives in South Korea came back to visit.
Oh,
so I saw him for a bit.
How is he? Where's he live?
South Korea. Daejeon. Daejeon. He lives in Daejeon.
Why did you say it like that? You said it really. You said it very, very like assertively.
And we just had TV on in the background. Britain's Got Talent came on, and do you remember, like, no one watches Britain's Got Talent anymore because
it's still on.
Because it's a shit TV show, right?
It's got that woman on though who's very pretty.
What, Amanda Holden?
She's very nice.
Yeah, she's all right. And you know, like the first few series, there was actually, despite it still being boring, there was talent on there.
They got that bloke from Come Fly With Me on there, haven't they?
David Walliams has not been on there for years, I don't think.
Oh.
But you know how there used to be actual talent on that show?
Barely, but
like Susan Boyle. Like,
yeah.
Like,
lovely woman.
Lovely woman. This made the semi-finals. All right, I'll just get up. You can just talk to the mic or whatever.
Semi-finals of the what? The FA Cup?
Britain's Got Talent.
My dance never see before. No.
Is he about to get his cock out?
Well, this is the thing.
Yeah?
Carry on watching and you'll find out. I want to reiterate while you watch this. This made the semi-final of Britain's Got Talent.
Well, I want to see what he does. Aidan, what the fuck are you showing me?
This guy, he does poses where he looks naked and then he reveals that he's wearing pants and he goes, "Don't worry, I'm wearing," and then he gets the audience to all shake pants. And that made the semi-final of Britain's Got Talent.
Is there anything else to this? Is it just...
Don't know. If you carry on watching, you'll find out.
I'm fucking confused. It's like they're playing another video, that they're reacting to something else.
What do you mean?
This is like, I don't know why everyone's going so amazed. Like, what? It's not like it's like a funny thing. Like, what? She's like, she's going like that and stuff like that.
Do you not think that's funny?
I think it's weird, but like, the reaction doesn't match the performance.
Do you think it's quite impressive?
Like, if I was in that crowd, I'd be like, what's going on?
Do you not think it's impressive?
No, I feel like
he's making himself look naked playing football.
What do you mean making himself naked? He's took clothes off.
Yeah, but don't worry, he's wearing pants. But it doesn't look like he's wearing pants. I'd also like to say he did get knocked out.
Yeah, I fucking hope so. What did the comments say on this? At least say people have got the same reaction as me. People are just saying they like it. And then
the country's gone to the dogs, mate. But actually, it's nice that someone's doing something a bit different.
No, fuck this guy. I always didn't like Britain's Got Talent.
Did you not?
No, like America's Got Talent was funny because I feel like because there's so many more Americans than British people, that you're bound to get some more weird and interesting people. And America's so big.
I don't know, mate. I think the UK is a cesspit of weird people.
Yeah, but we're all weird. Whereas America, you've got some fairly normal people, but then they seem to have the weirdest of the weird there in some places. Like you can find some fucking funky people in America. But what was there anything else you wanted to show me, or is that everything?
Just that I thought your reaction would be better. To be fair,
Aidan,
I thought you'd find it funny. But
Aidan,
you just hated it every second.
I just didn't get the point. I just didn't know what it was, and I still to be honest,
I can
mate,
see in your eyes you're seething. That I showed you that you're absolutely furious.
I just don't know what you would. What I'm not blaming you. I'm just.
Do you wish I didn't show you it?
No, I do, because I'm glad that I have this information, but I am still confused to what I'm more frustrated, right? I don't understand the reaction to this. Why were they cheering? Why were they acting like there was some big performance going on? It was a man pretending to kick a football whilst he had pants on. But don't worry.
I don't think you get it.
I don't get it. This is the problem.
No,
I don't fucking get it.
When he pauses, he's meant to look naked. He looks naked, but he's not. He's wearing pants, so you don't need to worry about it.
Mate, I fucking get it, but why is the fucking problem?
Because it's entertainment.
No, it's not.
It's like when you watch...
Am I going mental? I can't tell. Do you find it... Do you find it funny? I know it's fair enough.
It's fucking hilarious.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is. He's wearing pants.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, he's wearing pants.
I feel, if anyone's actually got to this point, can you confirm to us? If you're listening on Spotify, do me a favor. Go onto YouTube, watch this fucking moment.
Type in Tony Aku. That's his name.
No, watch it from our episode.
Big up Tony Aku.
Tell me, am I going insane? Maybe I've just lost the ability to laugh at things. You know that South Park episode where Stan just sees everything as shit. Maybe that's me now. Maybe I just see everything as just actual shit.
Are you just depressed?
Yeah, maybe. Been a difficult couple months, but
yeah.
But no, I'm glad you showed me it, mate. I'm glad this is what you get up to.
That's good.
In your fucking spare time.
It was just on in the background. I'm not watching it out of choice.
But
I'm not going to turn it off equally.
Well, who's put it on?
Probably me.
Yeah, you're watching it out of choice in a way. Were you watching this at work or doing work whilst watching it?
No, I was with my brother.
Why were you watching this with your brother?
We were just having a catch up, few beers, couple pizzas.
Oh, mate, sounds absolutely fucking lovely.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
We just needed some background noise to get rid of the awkward silence.
I am sorry for judging you, my friend. Is there anything else we need to speak about today in terms of topics and stuff like that?
Actually, that reminds me. You tweeted me during the week.
Yeah, what did I tweet you?
You said we need to discuss this on Sunday.
Yeah, I did, and I know I did that, but I can't remember what it's about.
No, I'm not getting up.
Oh, Nikocado Avocado.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah. Obese to Beast wanted to join us.
Yes, I do love John. But yeah, if you guys...
if you loved him so much, you wouldn't have ignored him on Twitter.
I get a lot of replies, mate, all right?
Oh, yeah, he gained back all the weight he lost.
Yeah, Nikocado...
We said that was going to happen.
Yeah, we did. Last week, I'm pretty sure we said it would happen. Nikocado Avocado... the last month has been getting a lot of popularity because he's been losing weight. And we said if he has been losing weight, good for him if that's what he wants to do. If he wants to get on a healthy lifestyle, turns out, as we said last week, it's probably not. This is the thing. You said to me, I think you were like, is Nikocado Avocado willing to plan this thing so far ahead? And it seems that he is actually either recorded videos of him beforehand, and then he's released them 4 months later when he's gained weight and said that those videos are now, or he has genuinely lost a load of weight and then just gained it all back.
I don't think he's planned on doing it, and I'll tell you why.
Go on.
Because losing weight, the hardest thing about losing weight, very easy to put weight back on when you're
It is very easy, yeah.
Like, because the amount of effort it actually takes to like lose a good amount of your fat.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard.
Yeah, I think a lot of people as well underestimate how much 1 pound of fat is. It's a lot.
It's 3.5k calories. I think.
Yeah. No, but in terms of the size of the actual
it's a
fat,
lot, isn't it?
there's a lot of fat. I mean, you've got to think, right? I mean, if I'm 190 pounds, right, there's 190 fats in me. Yeah. So, and that builds me up as a person. So you got to think about that. Divide your whole body by 100, whatever your weight is, and that's still going to be quite a bit, isn't it?
That's a lot of you.
Yeah, and to lose a certain amount of that takes a lot of effort.
And also,
sweat.
Say you lose 2 pounds.
Yeah.
It is far easier to put on 2 pounds than lose 2 pounds.
Oh, 100%.
To the point where you can do it in
You can lose
couple days.
Yeah, you can lose 2 pounds in like a week or two, but to put it back on, probably. I mean, maybe not a day, but like if you eat a lot of food, if you have like a bad day binging, you can put that back on.
The thing is as well, and I've realised this. I went like 3 weeks going to the gym like pretty much every other day, calorie counting. It takes 1 week. I hadn't done it for a week, and I'm just like, when the fuck am I going to start doing that again?
Yeah.
Because I want to, but it's like, I just can't.
yeah. It's like yesterday, yeah. I lost 5 or 6 pounds in like a couple of weeks, which is really good. I mean, some of it would probably be water weight, but actually, no, I that's cutting off the water weight gain, sorry. But I've lost like 5 to 6 pounds, and yesterday I was like, I'll reward myself. Not really a reward, but I'll just have something a lot more unhealthy than what I've been eating recently. So I ordered some Chinese food.
Dutchy Chinese.
It was. Did
you get a Tango Ice Blast as well, mate?
I didn't, mate. I'm sorry. I don't think they sell Tango Ice Blast where I ordered from.
Fair enough.
But no, I got some chicken balls. I got some prawn balls. I got some duck balls. I didn't. I got chicken and prawn balls.
Dad's balls.
Yeah, it's sharp, man. He had a stroke. You're not allowed to joke about him anymore. Yeah. We've not mentioned my dad in a while.
Lopsided balls.
Fuck off. Yeah, I had that, some chow mein, some rice, all that good stuff.
Fucking, you had a big old Chinese.
Yeah, I only.
Bosh.
I should have in the video. Got some Chinese. Bosh. No, I didn't eat all of it. I barely ate the rice. I had the chow mein. I had the chicken balls. Barely ate the prawn balls.
What did you do with the rest of it?
Put it in the bin.
Well, that could have powered your laptop, mate.
Yeah, it could have, yeah. But yeah, so I had that, and then I also had some ice cream, and I felt awful. Like from the moment I ate it, I was like, Jesus, my body was not used to it.
Yeah.
And then today I felt even worse, and I was like, I've got to eat some food. So today I've been eating bad as well. Tomorrow I will get back on it. But I think the problem is with weight gain is it's not about motivation. And the problem is there's a lot of people kind of be like, oh, I've got to be really motivated and stuff like that. It's more about what's the word? Discipline.
Yeah.
It's not. No, your fucking motivation will last 1 week or 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks at a push. But when you get past that, you need to be disciplined, and you need to really have the mindset to stay at this thing which is helping you be healthier. And the best way to do that is to not do extreme things, to have balance. Because leaning so far to one way is always, no matter what it is, weight gain, anything, it's always going to make you relapse and go back. Fly. It's like a seesaw, right?
Yeah.
Say you sat right at the end of the seesaw. It's gonna go down, yeah. But if somebody else, say somebody sits at the other side, who's like much bigger than you, right? And it will send you straight back up. And imagine the thing that's sitting on the other side is like all your desires that you've been building up over the weeks.
Yeah.
You've been not eating sugary food or stuff like that, or just the food you like. You've not been eating any of it. So it builds up, and eventually it's going to make you just flip back over.
Yeah, because
like all that shit.
Even when I start.
And I'm guilty of that every single time.
I'm really bad at it. When I try and lose weight, I do too much too quickly.
Yeah.
And then when I go, like, it takes one thing. Like, I'll have one bit of bad food and I'll go, I'm done. What's the point?
It's like game over. Like, mate, that, to be fair, I understand that it's even, I'm saying it like it's easy. It's not easy, because for me, I find being restrictive is honestly easier than balance, because I'm real. Binge eating is it's a big problem with me. So I think being overly restrictive for me personally works for me. It's how I lost most of my weight, is having a more restrictive diet, not in terms of calories, but in terms of just the right foods.
I'd find it a lot easier to eat absolutely nothing in a day than to eat like
100%.
a couple of square meals.
Mate, if you said to me, have 3 meals and 2 snacks in a day, or just eat nothing, it sounds bad. But it's going to be easier to eat nothing.
Yeah, I'm like that. I can go ages. I can go, like yesterday, I went to like 4 in the evening or afternoon without having anything.
Yeah.
But as soon as I have one bit, a little food gremlin comes out of my brain and goes,
it's
fucking eat everything.
It's because like your
you.
insulin spiking and your blood sugar's going up, and then it makes you crave more sugary food or carbs and stuff like that. But we're getting a bit away from it now. But it is in relation to what we're saying. So you think that Nick hasn't planned this out? He's just gained it back.
I just think he doesn't have the self-control.
I mean, let's go look at his channel.
I'm not saying, but the thing is that I will say, which could help him in the long run, is now he knows that he can lose weight.
Yeah,
and that isn't an easy thing to do initially.
And this is the thing, right? Of a lot of people, including myself, I've been there at this one point. When you are a certain size, whether it's being fat or skinny, you can get to a point of where it feels like you can't gain weight or it feels like you can't lose weight. When the reality is, unless you have a certain medical condition, those things can happen. You can put on weight and you can lose weight. It may be like so much more difficult for you than it is for the average person, but it is possible. And I think even if you gain the weight back after losing weight, at least you know that the idea of losing weight is there, and that can be a motivator. You know that you've done that already, and the thing that you need to attach to that is discipline. And with Nick, I'm in the camp of I think this whole thing's bullshit. I don't think that he lost weight.
I do think it is always going to be hard for him where his entire YouTube channel is based off him eating as much food as is physically possible.
I mean, just look at his channel, man. It's like, it goes, my heart will stop if I don't stop. How much I weigh now, pizza mukbang, how much I weigh. It's like, it's a complete...
3 months ago, he put a video saying, officially going vegan. And then 1 month ago is him eating about 50 slices of pepperoni pizza.
He's a fucking beast. To be fair, though, he does look like he's lost weight. I'm not trying to... I mean, he's spoken about it.
He looks healthier.
Yeah, he does look
Definitely
much healthier.
looks healthier.
So, yeah.
It's a shame that he's still incredibly irritating.
Yeah, the whole thing is like... It is like a... I think he is trying to lose weight, and I don't, like, as he said, he gained it back, but I don't know, maybe he gained some back, maybe he's joking. It's hard to fucking work out if this guy's serious, but I guess we can attribute it to our own stories and stuff like that. I mean, I don't really care what the bloke does with his life. I mean, I as you said, he's completely irritating and he's a bellend. Like, there's this thing of like, people love a redemption arc and stuff like that, but it's like, I just think he's annoying. There's some people like,
even if he lost loads and loads of weight and changed his life
around,
around,
you can lose. You can get a 6-pack. I'm still gonna think you're annoying.
Yeah, you're still
irritating.
Yeah, I still don't want to hear your whiny little voice.
Yeah, like, to be fair, if he started doing like fitness videos, honestly, I'd probably tune in because that would be like a fascinating thing. I'd love to see this man do a day in my life. Like, people in the comments on my community post asked me for my opinion on Nikocado Avocado. I think he's really annoying. Like, I don't have a personal beef with him. It's just, I'm sure he thinks the exact same thing about me. But either way, like, I mean, he's a weird guy.
That might just be a case though, like, you don't have to get on with everyone, do you? Or at least you can get on with people, but there's so many people out there.
So I don't want to be
different people.
I struggle to find like redeemable things about the bloke that pretends to be disabled.
What do you two have in common?
We both clearly like food, and that's it. But like,
we both love blue tackies.
Well, blue tackies?
That's what he was eating in the last vid.
I have never had a blue tacky.
You're not.
I thought you were referring to my shirt for a second, but clearly not. It's blue.
It's blue, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, you blues.
Yeah. But no, I don't have to be friends with the guy. I don't need to like everybody. And I think the guy's annoying. There's a million different controversies that the guy's been involved in, but he just based on like everything that I've spoken about of him, he does just seem quite annoying. I'm sure if I met him in person, he'd probably be nice. But again, it's like the thing you said, you don't need to be friends with everybody, and I've got no fucking intention of being friends with this guy. And maybe like if he wanted like to come on the podcast,
if you just got chatting with him,
if I got chatting,
buddies.
But this is the thing, man. If I got chatting with him, I get chatting with him, and maybe we would become good buddies. But the same can be said about everybody. But I think with the internet now, and maybe just content creators because they don't want to have beef with people. And Nick's not going to care about what I say here, but
he is not watching this.
Yeah,
video.
no, of course he's not. But it's like I feel like the problem is too many YouTubers want to be friends with everybody, or at least make everybody think the best about them. You know, like Boogie, yeah. I do actually like Boogie, but his problem is like he's trying to fucking please everybody. I'm seeing his recent videos, right? He did an interview with like Turkey Tom recently, and I'm just thinking, why, man?
Well, yeah, because you don't know what these people are like off camera.
You don't need to please everybody.
They're not going to post things off camera that on camera that paints them in a bad light.
Yeah, I just don't.
Unless you're Nikocado Avocado.
Yeah.
Then everything you post on camera is you trying to look like a bellend for views.
Yeah, yeah. And to be fair, they're pretty much the two opposites. Boogie is somebody that wants to look the best, and then Nick is somebody who deliberately tries to make himself look the worst. Boogie versus Nick, I would pay for it, and let's be real, Nikocado would win hands.
I'd back Boogie.
Mate, I'm sorry, but Boogie's last fight was I think did the fight happen? Was the fight already happened? No, it had happened, didn't it? Boogie, we spoke about Boogie lost, but I think Boogie would lose pretty badly.
I mean, you do see Nikocado Avocado get quite violent in his videos
Yeah,
sometimes.
Nick versus All In would be a good fight. They're having fights every
They're
single day.
scrapping all the time.
Yeah, they're
aren't
fucking.
they?
I mean, one of his last videos was like fucking like All In hit me. Mate, I don't even know if there's an actual domestic situation going on there. If there is, I apologize, but I don't think. I think it's more just for views. But yeah, Nick versus Boogie would be a fucking catastrophe, mate. That it would be. It would be like a slaughter, like Red Wedding-esque in Game of Thrones. It would just be at the end of days. I think the moment Nikocado comes into contact with Boogie's face with his fist, like a fucking nuclear explosion
I back
happens.
Boogie to the fucking hills.
You are like Boogie's biggest fan, to be fair. And the thing is, I don't want to.
No, I'm not.
Mate, you love him. You always saying to me that you want to be his mate.
Well, no, I don't.
I'm joking. No,
I don't.
No, but what I'm
I
saying,
don't dislike him. I think he's all right.
I like Boogie.
He just makes a lot of mistakes.
yeah,
but then again, so do I.
Well, this is what I want to go back to. Given my opinion on Nick, I think he's annoying. As I was saying, I don't like. I think that's a fair opinion. And as I said, I think that more people just need to not aim to please everybody, as in Boogie. Because I kind of want to touch on that Boogie thing. I don't know why he did that video of Turkey Tom. Tom released his video. Completely understand that, but Boogie didn't need to fucking interview him because honestly, to me, it was just like, just ignore it. Like, even if you've got your opinions, give your opinions in your own video if you want to, but why an interview? To me, it just makes no sense. Sorry, this is completely me going on a tangent here, but
I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Nikocado Avocado, but then I went into Boogie 2988, who's going to have a boxing match with Nikocado Avocado. But Boogie 2988 did an interview with Turkey Tom after Turkey Tom dropped like an hour-long video on Boogie 2988.
Why are you getting salty?
Fuck you.
Don't talk to me like that.
I'm sorry.
I will walk.
No, you won't. Well, the podcast is almost over.
You have not got another host that would do this with you.
I haven't, to be fair.
Name one person that would want to do this with you. You can't.
My mum?
Your mum would not do this with you.
No, she wouldn't. Okay.
She would do this with me, though.
Shut the fuck up, man. Have you got anything else to say? Or weight stuff? Yeah. I mean, I think, going back to it again, away from my opinions of Boogie 2988 and Turkey Tom. Yeah, no, if he's losing weight, if he's gaining it back, don't really care. But I hope if he is still losing weight, he continues with this arc and does well for himself. Because, I mean, I hope that I don't want, because he clearly was getting to an unfortunate place. It would look quite scary given how much this guy was publicly posting his downfall.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got any thoughts about that?
I just wish the best for everyone.
Yeah.
And I wish we can have these conversations knowing that at the end of the day, it's all just a bit of fun.
You're a fucking pussy.
And if anyone is harmed by anything we've said in this video, I hope you can find solace in the fact that it was all in the name of entertainment and content.
And on that note, we're going to...
And I'll see you later.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Peace! Please follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, subscribe on YouTube, and bye!